All right, folks, we are live. I'm out here on the water. It's cold. It's like 30 degrees air temp. Water temp's into 50. So I'm going to pull these bass out, and they're going to be like, bro, put me back in. Put me back in, coach. That's what they're going to tell me. So I am fishing right now. I'm going to try out this BFS. It's called like a Mini Max from Z-Man. That's going to be a Berkeley trailer white. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm in like a bunch of dead lilies. So we'll see if we can get them to eat. Pretty shallow back here. We'll see what happens. So appreciate y'all. Appreciate you all. All right, what we got over here? Let's show comments on the screen. Well, I can't see those, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. That's the thing about this. It's hard to see all the comments. It's really tiny on this phone. All right. Good luck catching them. Appreciate that, brother. I'm in Ohio right now. I am in Ohio. I'm about to get murdered by some of these geese. It's like nesting season right now. All right, so out on my bona fide RVR 119. I'm just gonna kind of motor around the dead lilies, see if we can pick them up. I got my new G Loomis GCX 6.8 fast action, extra fast action. And I think they're going to be back here in the shallows. I'm going to work my way back here, but I think they're back here. It's sunny. Let's see what happens. Chime in from Puerto Rico. Come on. The geese hate me. They hate me. All right. I don't know if you guys saw it, but man, we had a sweet live last night. I did a kind of a mashup. Devo's fishing. We were at a Berkeley event. I got invited to a Berkeley. If you guys didn't see, I got invited to a Berkeley event because they were launching a new bait, and you guys probably heard of it yesterday, the Berkeley Lab series, and they invited a bunch of people out to this media event, and somehow I was part of that invite list. There's probably, I don't know, wasn't a ton of other YouTubers, but there was a lot of Wired to Fish and Outdoor Life and all that fun stuff. And so I was looking at the invite list, and we had Debo's going to be there. It's a buddy of mine. So we get there and kind of feel a little bit out of our element. And man, I ain't hit. Not quite in the juice yet. I'm about 50 yards from what I think is going to be the juice. And I got this Torpedo running at 324 RPM. Got to slow that down a little bit. Just kind of inching along against the wind. And hopefully we'll pick them up. Well, we get invited to this event. We get out there, and we are told that, hey, all this information is embargoed, which I really didn't even fully understand the marketing term embargoed, which basically means we're going to share this stuff with you, but we need you to shut your mouth. You can't share it with anybody else till June 1st. So I'm like, all right. So I'm thinking I have a bunch of time. We'll eventually get our hands on these baits. And then right after that, I fly home. And then I drive 8 hours down to Knoxville, down to the Bassmaster Classic. And so we get down there, and as you guys know, in the Bassmaster Classic, Dylan Nutt freaking puts on a bass fishing clinic and uses this prototype bait that I just learned about at this Berkeley series, and freaking dominates. It's got he wins by 10 pounds. And of course, everybody wants to know, hey, what lure were you catching them on? And so he was told, obviously, not to talk about it. But then again, he just won the world championships. So it's kind of hard not to talk about. And so Berkeley's like, oh, crap, we have this incredible opportunity. And so they decided, you know what, we're going to lift this embargo. Everybody who was at the media event, all right, I feel like I'm in fishy territory. Probably another 20, 30 yards. See if we'll get him to bite. See if we'll get him to eat. What do we got over here? Some comments. Hey, Darren, first time in the live chat. Appreciate you. Learned a lot from the safety videos. I love it. I love it. Just finished a safety class. Okay, fast. Learned a lot, man. Well, I appreciate that. I hope it's that. We actually just had someone write us yesterday. And I'll get back to that story in a second. They just wrote us yesterday, and there was like 15 youth in the room. Whoop. I'm caught up on something. 15 youth in the room there listening and learning about K-Fast. It's like a club up north. All right. I am officially in fishy territory. Thought maybe I'd work some back here and maybe get a bite or two. But water temperatures in the 50s, air temperatures in the high 30s, low 40s, so it's cold. But catch a bass for you. I will do that. I have a feeling I'm going to catch one fairly soon because I am liking what I'm seeing right now. Come on. Pea brains. Eats this mini max. I like it because it works its way through all these dead lilies from last year. I feel like I'll get a hit here pretty soon. Anyways, back to my story. So Dylan Nutt wins it, and Berkeley sends out, like, hey, everybody who was at this event, you have till Tuesday to kind of launch it, all that information. And so that's why yesterday I was just like dropping bombs when it comes to because today they're sending out their own press release and putting their own marketing genius behind it all. And so last night, Devo and I got on with Wyatt Hammond, my co-host for the Kayak Fishing Obsessed podcast. If you have never listened to that, probably get that a ring. It's a good show on episode 134. But we just talked about this bait. Interesting bait, right? They're taking their max set and their power bait and they're layering it, and they're putting this scent release slime. They have the name for it, but I can't quite remember it at the moment. Oh, we got here. Let me see. Putting this slime on there, and then it's water soluble. So it's not just like a scent that sticks. It really does a whole lot. This thing, and they showed it on this table when we were at this event. Oh, come on. I feel like I'm supposed to be catching a fish right now. Just feel good. I feel like I'm in the right waters. Just gotta get in the heat. And so they throw this thing. You probably saw some of the photos and videos that I posted yesterday. But this thing starts releasing scent to the water. It's pretty crazy. And of course, if you don't know anything about Berkeley, I mean, Berkeley's been like on the scientific side of lures for a very long time. It's probably not getting hit here. And I'm gonna find them. I know it's back here. And so they have got chemists. They got a whole science team. They do controlled studies, lots of them, and they've been doing it for like 40 years. They got biologists. I mean, and so when they come out with something like they have in the past, right? They come out with in the late 80s. What was that? They came out with power bait. I think in the 87 it was the power bait dough, which still use today. Oh, got hit, but I'm pretty sure it was a log. And then, of course, they got like a max scent and Berkeley Gulp, which is like all this stuff has been like stupid effective, and that's why they're the grill in the room when it comes to baits. So when they come out with this slow release scent layered on a lot of their other successful baits. Like, I think this thing is going to be wild. So a lot of the questions that we answered, man, where are these fish? They're over here. More in the pads. I'm going to make a turn. I thought, faux show, I would have one by now. And so people are like, oh, it's a chemical, putting chemicals in the water, and everyone like kind of draws conclusions. It's like, this is Berkeley, right? They love fishing. And if they made a bait that ruined the, oh, just hit a log. About tip me over. That would have been cold. They made a bait that ruined water systems and, the ecology of water systems, they wouldn't be in business. So, just got hit. I know I got hit. That was, I got hit. Now I need bit. All right, now we're over here in some places where they can hide around these dead lilies and some stumps. So we'll see what we can get. Throwing this guy right now. Little DFS Mini Max. Trying to slow it down a little bit. Maybe that's the ticket. But yeah, it was interesting. So they say it's safe for the water. Obviously, it just won a world championship. Obviously, there's a lot of skill. It's like anybody can throw a bait over the side of the boat and win a world championship. But I mean, by 10 pounds, my gosh. People ask, of course, what the price was on these things. So they have 3 different baits. They got a finesse worm, they got a flat worm, and they got minnows. Which I'm really surprised they didn't like put it on like a stick worm. To be honest with you. I feel like I would have started off with one of the number one ways that people like to fish, but they're gonna be launching more. They'll be launching more into different baits here soon. But you got like a 10-pack finesse worms, I believe, and a 10-pack of flat worms, maybe an 8-pack. I need to check it again. But those are gonna come. They're like $14.99 for soft plastics, and then they have a like 5.25 and a 6.25 or something close to that when it comes to the minnows. And $15.99. I mean $14.99. So we'll see. I know that Wyatt told me on the podcast last night that Berkeley constantly goes on sale all the time. It's always 33% off. And so, but since they weren't planning on having these ready. Oh, all right, I'm over here in the dead lilies, folks. Oh man, it'd be hiding in here. We got a lot of lake to cover today, and so I have a feeling we'll pick them up. We will pick them up. Let me know what you guys are doing. I'm doing something a little different this time. I'm doing a live vertical and I'm doing a live horizontal. And so I had a lot of people in my last live like, hey, it's great, you're catching fish, but they're to the left and the right of the screen. I can't see it until you actually get it up to the boat. So we will see. Man, this is so fishy. It feels so fishy right now. I can roll that any slower. Oh, I had a chaser. My gosh, he was right there. But you guys see that? He was right there. All right. So what I just learned, I need to slow this down a little bit. Slow this down just a little bit because the water is cold. I want to make it as easy as possible. Easy as possible. And it's sunny out today, so maybe a little bit of erratic instead of just a straight retrieve. Kind of pop it a little bit every once in a while. get that flash. I'm using a metal, like a chrome blade because of the sun today. And so when I give it that pop, it's going to give that flash, that flicker, hopefully get the attention nearby bass. If you guys can see it come through the water, but it's definitely giving that flicker flash. I'm going to go off to the left over here. Looks like a nice little hole. What's up, guys? See you guys make some comments. Howdy. Here in Ohio, it's cold, really cold. And so working a little mini max right now at the Berkeley trailer. Just had a follower. That's what I'm working right now. And I'm wildly surprised I haven't picked one up yet, to be honest with you, over here. I don't think they're going to be donkeys over here, but I am surprised I haven't got hit. Did have one follow it to the boat. So we'll see. I know they're out here. I know they're out here. Let's go a little further cast. Way out there. How's it going, man? Water temps, I don't know. I'm not running electronics today, but I am guessing low 50s. And so when it comes to chatterbait, when it hits 50 degrees, it is game time. Game freaking time. And a couple days ago, I was throwing this exact lure, and they're hitting it. So I just need to find them. Need to find them today. Oh, I'm stuck. I am stuck. Yep. I am fishing in probably 3 or 4 feet of water. And must have caught on a log or a really strong lily because I got the bottom of the lake. There we go. Oh yeah. Little stump field right there. Oh no. I just lost the back end of my trailer, which I'm not sure if I have another trailer. Let me see. I brought some stuff today. I think I brought it. I should have. No way. I am so very wildly surprised. I did not bring one of those. But we'll throw this on instead. This is going to be a gambler right there. So it's got some shimmy. We'll see if that tail action goes wild. We'll try that out. All right. Let's rip this off. It's weird that I missed the tail. I must have got nipped. These tails just don't come off. So I think I got nipped. So let's put this bad boy home. I think I need to slow down a little bit. Might be fishing a little fast. So we'll see how that does. I'll flip this back around and go wide. Oh yeah, I like the action of that in the water. Maybe that's all I need. Slow it down a little bit. See if we can pick them up. I had one follower. I had one nippet. Took the tail. Oh yeah, that tail is flapping like crazy. I'm gonna go eye off to the side here. I'll try to turn it for you. There's a nice little hole out here that I know about. Let's see if you can pick one up over there. But yeah, so head back to the Berkeley conversation. So Debo and I had, we had 200 people on live last night. So if you haven't checked that out, I highly recommend that you do. These baits are going to be interesting. Very interesting. Now you might be asking yourself, hey, are they going to be available off the bait? Like, can you put some type of slime on any other baits, and they kind of mulled it over. It's like they had conversations about it before, but I think they're just gonna keep it on this new lab series. Let's see what happens. There we go. Fish on. Fish on. It's the flapper. It's not crazy big, but it's fish. I'll take it. I will take it. There we go. A little guy, a little 12-incher, right in the roof of the mouth. Not too bad. A little one here. There we go. We might have figured it out. Slow it down a little bit. I think this tail, being it's so flappy, is actually slowing down the bait, and I think it's getting those lazier fish to hit it. So, no, we'll see. Keep trying it. I know when to show up. Fish on. That's right, man. You can't get off the live now because you're my good luck. I'm gonna make another flip through here. It's just what I love about this torpedo. My gosh. One, you can't hear it. I've had an NK 180 before, and my gosh, people can hear me from across the lake. And so this is really nice because I can like micro adjust. Like I'm going 125 RPM, and I can like adjust that back down. And you can't hear it; it just kind of mulls along. So by far my favorite motor, and on this RVR, which I'm on today, Bonafide RVR, it does a good job. I mean, it cruises, that's for dang sure. All right, I'm gonna make a little loop, and then we're gonna head out to a little larger part of the lake. But I want to make another rip back here with this bait. Now that we put a different trailer on, it slows it down a little bit. So I've had 2 bites right through this section. So we're gonna run right back through here. Not the exact same line, a little bit off to the right. See if we can make it happen. So much fun watching you from Montreal. Love it. I'm not at work. Promise. I won't tell. I will not tell. But as you guys see, there's like stumps out here. There's a bunch of dying lilies out here. There are geese, cobra chickens that want to kill me out here. Hate those things. And there's like a big old hatch. I was on the main lake floating over here, and there's probably 50 babies. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, just got a hit. Come on. Is he following? Just got a hit. We'll see if there's any big ones back here. I think there's a bunch of little fish back here. But who knows? Might be surprised. Man, I keep on getting nibbled. I'm a little underdressed. I wasn't moving as much as I am. I would be cold. Alright. Appreciate you guys. We got 62 live right now. If you haven't done so, hit that like button. Help get this live. Get a little bit of extra juice. But yeah, we'll see. If you guys got any questions about that new Berkeley bait, that's been kind of my life for the last 24 hours. But I still, stuck in a log. Completely stuck. Oh, I had something hit. You guys see that? It hit the boat. I hit a log. It stopped me. I stopped. I must have had a follower, and he hit the boat. I wasn't paying attention. Freaky frack. All right. So I think they want it slower. I'm going to drop my RPM to 150. I need to slow down a little bit. I'm going to slow this way down just enough to where I can feel the blade. Real slow. Pop it. Let's see if I can get him to nibble here. I am barely keeping that blade thumping. See if they want something a little slower. A little slow. Fishing uncharted territory over here. The water temp. I'm not running electronics. I don't know, but I'm guessing it's in the low 50s. Low 50s right now. We'll see. There's another nice pocket over here. I'll try out. There we go. Fish on. Fish on. There we go. I'll splash water on my camera. I gotta get out there. Alright, there we go. Nothing wild and crazy. About the same size as before, right in the roof of the kisser. Look at that. Little tiny guy. I'll let her go. I'll let her go. I'll slow down. Maybe they're over here. Let me flip this back around for you. I was about to change out the lure, but now I am not. So let's go ahead and try this out. Flip it back around. Slow down the motor. Let's try that again. Looking for a little bit more size. We will see what happens. What happens? Got a little deeper water. Nice little deeper pocket back here. Because of that, I'll let that fall all the way to the bottom and then slow roll it. Kind of kick anything that's down there. Tick anything that's down there. Right over there in those dead lilies. Anybody home? Anybody home? I'm probably in 3 to 4 feet. All these lilies are dead from last year, but they're definitely bass hiding in them. So fun. Oh, got some comments over here. So fun year. Crack a fish, 100%. I'm fishing a little mini max with a Gambler trailer. Northeast Ohio. I'm getting a later start this year than usual. Usually I'm out early March picking them up, but they are. I'm going to give this some more throws, and then I'm going to move over to a Gobius or something that kind of pops along the bottom just to see if that'll get their attention. Obviously, we've got a couple fish on this. Not getting the size I'm looking for. I don't think the size necessarily may be back here, but we're flipping around. There's another hole to my right. Yep. I got some weird wonky. Something's up with my bait. Yep. Got the tail wrapped on the hook. A little nuance to it. Alright, I'm starting to take a hard right. Sometimes in the summer, this is all like lily pads in the summer. I mean, like all lily pads. It is like frog freaking heaven. Frog heaven. But getting back here is a pain in the butt. Can't break the motor. You gotta paddle. You gotta paddle through 1,000 lily pads, and then in the lily pads, there's 1,000 little bugs. So once you paddle through, you got 1,000 of those little bugs to deal with. Oh, God, saw him hit it. Saw him hit it. All right. I am getting myself a little too fast. Little too fast. Slow it down a bit. Hello from Ohio. What's up, man? Northeast Ohio. getting followers, so maybe a little tap tap for the boat. Using a Micro Max. It's actually made for the BFS. So if you're not a big, I don't know what a BFS is, a bait finesse system. Essentially, it's a really small bait caster that is made so you can throw smaller lures on a bait caster. And so some people love it. Some people are like, I just prefer my spinning reel. So that's what I'm fishing on today. Hello from Oklahoma. What's the temperature in Oklahoma right now? That's what I want to know. Oh, come on, that looks fishy. Got all kinds of. Come on. Come on. It's hiding right there by that log. Anybody using that as cover? Drag him out of there. Woo-hoo-hoo. From Ohio, where you at? I'm in Northeast Ohio, brother. Just out here doing the thing. Figure I'd go live today, take you guys along for the ride. Fishing some underwater stumps, fishing some dead lilies. We've been pulling some out, but we're not pulling donkeys, so I'm going to be moving in different parts of the lake here in just a little bit. But this is a nice little hole over here toward the bank. This is like a little ditch that runs straight up here down the bank. And so we're going to try that out. But, so the next couple, oh, there's a nice underwater log I didn't know about. There's just so many logs. All right, so I'm slowing this bait down, making it real easy, putting it right down in front of the face, getting caught up a little bit. Just got caught up on that log. Looks like I'm staying here for a second. I'll try a different technique with the chatterbait. So I'm going to throw this out. I'm going to yo-yo this bad boy. So basically throw it out, you pull it up from the bottom. Sit out there, pull it up from the bottom. I'm just going to keep doing that all the way back. Fall down the bottom. See if we can get one to bite that way. I have a slept-on technique. Not a lot of people yo-yo chatterbait, but I'm gonna give her a try. They're hitting the straight retrieve. I'm at the backup line. Literally, my motor is stuck on this log. Like stuck. Go right around it. All right, I am really stuck. I had to get my paddle out stuck. Give me 1 second, guys. In a second. I gotta pull my motor completely up out of the water. All right. I need 2 minutes. Back in business. Business. I think officially unstuck. That was a good time. Good time. Motor back down. There we go. Ah, crap. Got a couple fish. I should be uploading those to KBF. My bad. All right, now we're back in business. Now we are back in business. There we go. This is a nice little hole here. Might be the deepest hole here, so I feel like if I'm gonna catch any size, they might be hanging out in here. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. There we go. Slow rolling in on the bottom. What's up, guys? Thanks for chiming in, hanging out here in Ohio. All right, this is what I want. Water temps in the 50s, so it is coldy cold. All right. So, what I learned so far, if I'm catching them, they are definitely in the dying lily pads. So, I'm not seeing a lot of that right now underneath my boat. So I'm gonna have to start targeting. Here we go. Now we're getting into some of the dead lily pads. Now we're getting into. There we go. Now we're in fishy area. I'm only getting them on a straight retrieve right now. Any of the action I'm giving this mini max is not getting them to entice, not enticing them to bite. We'll see what happens. North Dakota. That is a terrible place if you like the bass fish. I think I was in North Dakota once. Is that where Wynot is? I think it's Wynot. That's what I'm thinking of. Oh, the big old dead gizzard shad. My goodness. That was a donkey. Cobra chicken. Buzzing the tower over here. They do not like me on this lake. Frenemies. That is for sure. Alright, I'm going to cut up this ditch here in a second. Basically making a wide berth. There's an old beaver dam over here too, which I usually like to give a throw or two. Devil's Lake. Alright, there you go. I don't know it very well, but that does sound familiar. Alright, so I got a bunch of other lures to throw. I got a wacky worm. I got a larger chatterbait. I have a gobius. I'm thinking gobius. What do you guys think? I think I'm going to throw it. Alright, so high percentage cast right now. Right over there. The edge of that beaver dam. So I'm going to pull a fish out. Enticing the bite. I love fishing beaver dams. Come on. Making it flash. It's sunny outside. Get the attention of a nearby bass. Nothing on that one. Back in that hole. Money. Let's see if we can get one to come out. Slow it down. Oh, got a hit. Oh, another hit. Got a triple hit just now. Not take it. Must have been a small guy. This is a small bait. That's good. Let's try that again. Getting hit again. Oh, there's one. There's usually more. Getting hit by something. I don't know what. 6? I'm not sure. This is like Goose Island over here. A lot of geese. Alright, here's the ditch I was hoping for. Very shallow. Alright, I'm gonna switch over to the Gobius. Let's try that out. So, packing this guy up. We caught a few bass on it. That was fun. And I've been liking the G Loomis GCX. First time getting my hands on a Loomis. So that was a good time. And now, pick up one of my favorite river lures. Ouch. This is going to be... this guy right here. Z-Man Gobius. So I am hoping that maybe that slower presentation in the lily pads, maybe that can entice them. Kind of scooting along the bottom, kicking up silts. Just kind of scooting, kicking up silts, getting the attention. Easy meal. Let's see what happens. The good thing about the Gobius, there's a giant weight on this thing, so you could send a thing a country mile. Country mile. I'm in Northeast Ohio, my friend. Out here on the water, having a good time. Thanks for chiming in. So, I think I'm 2 or 3 fish. All of them, I just switched over baits. All of them have been on chatterbait. So, if I don't get a Gobius bite, which I'm thinking I might, then I am going to move over to Fluke. So we'll see if that works. But I'm going to work myself out of this pocket. I've been working it for about 45 minutes or so. Got a few fish, but I want some size. So I'm going to go to different parts of the lake, see if we can pick up some size. Right now I'm just kind of pulling this weighted Gobius. Good luck. Wish I was on the water fishing. Don't we all wish we were on the water fishing all the time, all day, every day? All right, here we go. All right, that is out there. That is out there. I mean, your neck of the woods, where are you from, man? I always love when I'm out in the water. People are like, are you Wendell? I had a guy a couple days ago. He was like, are you Darren? I was like, nah, a lot of people know me by Darren. But most people think my first name's Wendell. It is not. I need to find my dead lilies. I am in non-dead lilies. First name's actually Darren. Years ago when I started the old YouTube channel, it was interesting because you try to create like a name and then you end up just going with your last name in fishing because everything else in the fishing world is taken. All right, doesn't that look good up here? Sticks sticking out, all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna throw the Gobius through there. So this thing, what I wanted to do, which is not working at the moment. Oh, you're now from Columbus. Right on. I'm going to be heading, it's like spring break for my girls next week. So we're heading outside of Columbus. There's like a little hotel at the water park. They don't know about it. We're going to have fun at the water park there. Then we're going to go down to Cosi in Columbus. Go down to Tyler Berger's neck of the woods, Bass Fishing HQ. I need to fish with him. That's what I need to do. All right, so I'm going to go out up here, take a left, and I'm going to get out away from the shallower water. We're going to try to target some larger bass. Bring out some larger lures. And, oh, there I hit a stumper. Something nipped me. something nippy. Trying to kick out, get their attention, pick up some silt. Head back over here where we actually caught some fish. Move along real fast. Alright, this is the fishiest area. I'll send this out here in the dying lilies, and then might break out a jerk bait a little bit later. I've got to find some deeper water. But I am losing faith in the gobius in this particular area. I was thinking maybe grab some attention. I got stuck on something. Stuck on something again. Just kind of pop this through. And the water's somewhat clear right now, so I'm trying to kick up silt, trying to get the attention. Stupid bass. What's up, man? Thanks for chiming in, folks. Hopefully, we get a late start this year. It's kind of been a rough start. It's been a lot colder than usual. And yeah, it's been usually out like March 11th catching my first bass, but I have to get a lot of my bass down south, traveling down there quite a bit. All right, the gobius is going to get about 2 more throws. I'm going to change it up. There's one. Watch I catch a donkey, then I got to like keep it on there forever. There's one. And then maybe to a larger profile chatterbait. Let's see what happens. So that mini max moves to the water fairly fast. And so I'm wondering if they want something slower. And fish. There we go. There we go. Fish on the gobius. Alright. I wasn't completely off on my assessment there. I got this guy on the gobius. There we go. Little Z-Man gobius, but fortunately, this is now the same size bass that I've been catching, so nothing wild and crazy. Give it a kiss, everybody. Mwah. Smell good. It's fun to catch a fish, but I need them a little bigger. All right, even though I just caught one on the gobius, I'm going to put this away. I'm going to break out a larger profile. So check this thing out. You guys see this? Swing up my, I don't know if you can see it. All right, show you this interesting doodad. This right here, it like swings back. So when I want a rod, I swing it forward, and I can just choose. Well. I mean, if the wacky worm is just gonna be here for the taking, might as well do it, right? Might as well do it. So basically stick it in, and then when I'm done, just flick it back out of the way, and I'm going fishing again. So that is interesting. I'm just kind of testing it out. I'm not quite sure if it's something I want to keep on the kayak, but let me know what you guys think. All right, we're going wacky worm. We are going green pumpkin red fleck, and I'm gonna slow way down. Slow her way down. Let's see what we can do here. So this is the G Loomis GCX, and then I have a Shimano 2500 HG Vanford, which I just got. So I haven't been doing a whole lot with it, but I'm thinking maybe they're hitting the gobius, but they're hitting slower moving baits. That's this wacky worm. They just gonna lose their minds, right? They're gonna lose your minds. Where'd I get that rod holder? Oh shoot, what's the name? Deep Strike. head over to deepstrike.com and you can check out. Tell them Darren sent you. That would help me out. Anytime. Always helps me out. All right. Oh, it's got a nibble. I got a nibble or I hit a lily pad pretty hard. All right, so I think it's a big dinger. This is a yum dinger. So I'm throwing a yum dinger. However, I don't love yum dingers. So they're cheap. They're 20 cents, 30 cents. However, what I like fishing with would be the Yamamoto Senko. These guys right here. Now they're more expensive, I get it. But man, the shimmy and the salt content, if you guys aren't familiar, they're just a lot more dense. And because of that, they fall. They have a nice fall rate, and on that fall, they have a nice shimmy when they do that. So let's go ahead and try this out. It's noticeably different, guys. Noticeably. So if you fish for money and fish tournaments, I highly recommend investing in some of these because they just chomp them. I'll be wildly surprised if in the next 5 minutes I do not pick up a bass on this Senko. We'll see what happens. Yeah. I don't know how much they are, so let me know in the comments for that rod holder. And so I like it. I don't know. I don't know if I love it yet. I don't hate it, but I don't know if I love it. So we'll see. Because I fish a lot of rivers. I thought it'd be good for rivers, and it might. Because usually, but then again, I only take like 2 or 3 rods with me. So it's only when I take my river rig, the Bonafide RVR, out on the lake, which I thought it wasn't going to be as windy today, and it is a little bit more windy than I thought it was going to be, but it's still good for the rig. And the reason I brought the Bonafide, I actually have an Old Town PDL, which I would have brought, but I don't have like the live figured out on that yet. It's not a great place for my camera mount. Also, I don't have another Torpedo mount for it. And so I just ended up bringing this out today. But it's comfortable. I like it. It's usually my river rig, but it's my lake rig today. All right, let's catch a bass. Let that shimmy and fall. I just got done shooting a video on the wacky worm, and on the chatterbait. So those are going to be coming out in the next couple weeks. Excited about those. Make a big swing here, and then we're getting out of this pocket. We're going to explore some other parts of the lake with some different baits. Show. Sorry. In fact, we're making that turn right now. Sometimes you just feel it. I feel this cast right there. I just feel it. I don't think it's a little tug pause, shimmy, tug pause, shimmy, pause. Usually I have to do the cadence of a tug pause maybe 4 or 5 times. What I found over the years that if you don't catch a fish, wacky rig fish is more like a target fish. If you don't catch a fish in the first 5 cadences of a tug pause, I'm not saying you can't catch it if you babysit that thing all the way back to your kayak or all the way back to the bank. I'm just saying your chances go down significantly as far as percentages are concerned. So after you get 5 or 6 of those, they haven't committed, reel it in, target a new area. That is a key on the wacky rig. All right, so we're going to start making our way out of this hole. We got 3 or so bass. Let me see, I got some comments over here. Waiting for the April start my greenhorn debut. Heck yeah! So if you guys are not familiar with the greenhorn, that is going to be put on by Kayak Bass Fishing. So if you're someone who's like, hey, I want to try out tournament fishing. However, I don't want to go wild and crazy and start, competing against people who do it for a long time. KBF has something. I'm going back to this guy right here, chatterbait, mini mash chatterbait. I'm gonna start covering water a little bit faster. But you can sign up for the Greenhorn series, and the Greenhorn series is really just kind of entry level. I want to dip my toe into tournament fishing. I want to learn. Oh, come on, hit it again. I want to learn, all the mistakes of tournament fishing in a little more controlled environment. I don't want to make donations to people who've been doing it all the time. You can start off by fishing the Greenhorn series. So might be something. Check it out. KBF.com Greenhorn series. I think for like $75, you can sign up. Not only that, you can sign up, I believe, for multiple months. Not only that, you get a catch board to measure your fish, which is pretty awesome. I think I have to catch carbonates. So it's at like an entry level to get you started into kind of tournament fishing, and you can win prizes. So really great way to kind of get started and learn all the mistakes and not get frustrated because you keep losing money and you're not even close to competing. You can, and at any time, you can be like, hey, you know what? I think it's time to move up and just do the monthlies. Or I like to fish. Ooh. And then you can do that. But you can't. There's a lot of questions. Hey, can I still qualify for national stuff like that for KBF? You can't. So you have to. Just got a hit. And they're nipping this thing. I'm trying to slow it down. My gosh. Someone said I don't think I have time to fish. Time's hard to come by. I know someone who has a family at 2 girls, 8 and 10 years old. Hard to come by. It is for sure. I'm in the wind. I'm getting a little cold, actually. Oh no, my coffee spilled over. Dang it, half of it's gone. Oh. We're in the frack. All right, we're going to a different part of the lake. We're going to work our way down the bank here. There's some more dead lilies in this area out here. But as you can see, spring is around the corner. All right, I'm slowing this down a lot more. I guess, the Greenhorn series for someone who doesn't fish a lot too, right? Because if you fish the monthlies, you're fishing against guys who are out there a lot. And so, if you fish a Greenhorn, it's going to be a whole lot cheaper for you to kind of learn and get into it. And if you find out that, hey, you don't like it, then hey, you find out you didn't like it. Oh, let's look at this. I am in the middle of Lily's Central. I feel like if they were hiding, they would be in here. So I'm ripping this chatterbait through. See if we can. There we go. I knew it. I knew it. They were in here. There we go. Another fish on the board. Another fish on the board. Let's see what we got here. Oop. There she is. Move back to that chatterbait. Oh, she's peeing. Little guy. Like I said, there's bigger fish in here. There's 6-7 pounders in here. But they are hiding in the lilies. So, I'm gonna flip this back around for it. You guys can see what we're doing. I found out we're in the lily pads, slow rolling this mini max BFS with a white gambler trailer on it. And I just turned my motor off now. I'm just gonna let the wind blow me through here. I'm gonna continue just to slow roll this through here. Oh my gosh. These are all tiny fish for this body of water, so maybe there's some bigger ones in here. There's a nice little ditch I'm fishing across right here. See if any's sitting deeper. Looking for a bait fish to kind of roll down this ditch with dead lilies to the left and dead lilies to the right. Here I am stuck in the middle with you. Oh, we got some comments over here. Jihad, KBF challenge. It's perfect. Hoover's in the comment section. Hoover, get your butt out on a kayak right now and start fishing. I sent him the link. Yeah, if you guys got questions for Mr. Hoover, anything KBF right now, he is in the comment section. He will hook you up. I'm on fish number 4 right now. Got a nice little pocket right here. And we've been picking them up in the dead lily pads. So if you're out there and you're skunking, you're like, I don't know how to pick them up, Northeast Ohio. Actually, when I was even down fishing with Chad on Lake Guntersville, those things are crazy shallow right now. Got a video out on that. You check it out. I got the cut version, which you can check out on Wendell Fishing. But what many people may not know, this is so fishy right now, I feel like I'm going to get nailed, is I have 2 other channels on YouTube. So if you haven't checked those out, I have a Wendell Fishing, which is my main channel. And then what I kind of found is there is an appetite for like uncut fishing. And so I have uncut fishing videos on there so people can really pick apart like what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. There's a lot to be learned by kind of not just catching fish all the time, kind of rotating through and places that I'm trying. So I got an uncut channel, and those are literally like straight up uncut. So I don't do any editing to those. I start fishing. You can kind of just turn it on in the background, and when you hear a splish splash, I'll talk about what I caught it on. Oh man, there's got to be something hiding here. There's a lot of dead lilies. And I'm getting out to the edge here in a little bit, so I'm going to go run that edge, see if there's anything hiding a little larger. Come out and nail. Down here is a nice area where they're moving towards. They're not there yet, but they bed down in this area. It's a pretty shallow part of the lake. We're heading out to a larger part of the lake. I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh, so I have Wendell Fishing. I have Kayak Fishing and Cuts. So if you have not yet done so, head over there and hit the like for me. If you like that type of content, don't do it if you don't like that kind of content. And then I have, which it was a big winter project for me, I actually moved the Kayak Fishing Obsessed podcast to its own channel. And so all those are going to live over there. 3 channels right now. The podcast channel is monetized, which I'm pretty excited about that. Good to go. Thanks, Squirrel, my man. Had to go up fishing with you. I know you're up there on Lake St. Clair. I know I have the invite. I just got to figure out when the timing's right. When the timing is right. All right, fishing a white little mini max. Got 4 bass. Getting ready to hit this line where it ends. Let's see if I can pull any out. I might be looking for a more. Move my torpedo up. Higher RPM. The wind is kind of blowing me. There we go. Now we are moving. I'm going to fish this dead lily line, and then we're going to make our way to the deeper part of the lake to some holes that I know of. Let's see what we got. All right, here. Let's see the comments. These comments are so small in here. They're hard for me to see, so I don't always see them. Yeah. Wish there was a way to. I know I'm showing them on the screen, but they are so tiny, and my phone is not that big. So I could see it a whole lot more if I'm not running a vertical and horizontal at the same time, but I'm just running out of screen to be able to see a lot of these comments. But all right, here is that lily line. And I'm telling you what, got some foot control steering right now. My gosh, this is stupid. I'm loving it for sure. I might move over to a larger profile chatterbait. In fact, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Got some Evo Elites from Z-Man. So I'm going to slow down a little bit. I'm going to give this a few more casts over here. And then I'm going to bring out a larger profile chatterbait. And we'll try pulling them out of the lilies over here. See what we can do. Chad's supposed to get on the water today, and I gave him the link. He might pop on. We go fishing together. All right. A little deeper water. I'm going to slow this roll down a little bit more. See if we can get a lazy bass to commit. Water is cold. Slowing it down, everything feels like a bite because I'm hitting the bottom and hitting all these dead lilies. Alright, let me show you this thing again. This is wild. I'll probably end up like falling in love with it. Let me show you this. There we go. It's rod water. Alright, so on my RVR could be a good solution for the river. And anytime I want to change out anything, instead of having a bunch of rods at my feet, swing this bad boy around. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me try this again. There we go. You gotta swing this over, and I have my choice, which is gonna be this guy down here. So pop this out. And well, that's a problem. There we go. Got my chatterbait out. Pop that into place. Pop this into place. Done. Gotta move it back out of your way, just like that. I don't know. What do you guys think? I feel like I was just gonna drop a rod in the water. They were getting caught on each other, so I don't know. All right, so I got a white Evo. That's what we got. Got a Z-Man chatter shad. So let's see if we can get some bigger fish to commit on this. Got my Cashin chatterbait rod, which I freaking love, and the reel I'm using is a Cast King MGTI, which I did a review on. I like it. It's an expensive reel. A lot of high-end components on it, but I definitely like it. Alright, so my plan right now is I'm going to be just slow rolling this through these dead lilies, see if we can get something to commit. And I'm going to move some different parts of the lake. I know some small ones are living in the dead lilies. I got some ideas. Let me see, I got some new comments over here. I'm going to be bouncing around different lakes all the time. So right now I'm just kind of went to one that's kind of close to my house, and then tomorrow I might hit up Mogador, and then I'll go to Mosquito, and I'm just going to be driving all over the place this summer, just testing out new bodies of water and taking you guys along for the ride. Should be a good one. Should be a good one. But water's so cold here. I'm cold, and I have this entire lake to myself. What's up? Any fish yet? Yep, got 4 in the kayak. Water temps low 50s. Anytime it's 50 degrees, I'm like, hey, you know what? It could be chatterbait time. So I'm going to slow this down to the lily pads. Definitely a different feel. I'm feeling it should pick up a little larger fish. I'm throwing that mini max at BFS. And fish right now are kind of making their way to their bedding grounds. So I'm kind of looking for points. So actually I'm going to go haul tail across the lake here. This point over here. There we go. Yeah, the BFS chatterbait is good. Yeah, I'm liking it. I probably caught a dozen fish on it so far. Not too bad at all. So that was a bass. I'm hanging out on this transition point. Hey man, appreciate the subscribe. I'll slow down a little bit. A lot of guys will make the mistake just motoring up like right to the point, scaring a lot of the big girls off. So I'm going to start fishing out here and work my way into that point and see what we can do. I know some fish in this lake. This point could be really good. Caught really nice fish off it around the corner. They're going way over there. And bank anglers aren't allowed to fish it, so even more juicy. Got these fences up. I'm sure there's still some people, but I usually don't see people fishing off here. So we'll see what happens. See if they're on the point. There we go. Oh, they're in the pads. That's where I caught them. But they're smaller fish, so I'm kind of targeting a little larger fish. Trying to get on them. See if we can get over here. There's a lot of other places that have dead lily pads, so I'm going to head toward those areas. Try this point out. See if we can get lucky. Head around this corner here. Nice to have foot controlled steering for sure. Just keep fishing and let my feet do all the work. This is a bona fide FCS foot controlled steering. Let me slow down a bit, moving too fast. There we go. Slow it down. Hit some rocks down there. Pretty clear water. Hit some more rocks. Anybody home? Maybe a little deeper. That off the ship bank a little bit. Alright, we're going to move to a different part of the lake. Take you guys along for the ride. Probably do a little. I'll stop at some points, but where I want to go is kind of the other side of the lake, so I'm going to head that way. Drink some coffee. Enjoy myself. What do you guys got? Yamatanuki, I love me some Yamatanuki, my man. I don't have one hooked up right now, though. Should. Definitely should. I got the whole lake to myself. Not a single person out here. Not a one. Crazy as me. Not a one is crazy. I love it. I am bundled up like an Eskimo. That is for sure. Tonight, the KSO show again. We had one last night. Matched up with Devo's live tonight. And Martin Hughes on the Kayak Fishing Says podcast. If you guys have never checked out the podcast, you've got to check it out. I'm on episode number 134. Tonight is 135. We got Kayak Jack. Homie catches over 2,300 bass a year. He tracks every single one of them. So, we're going to walk you through how he does that. Should be a good time. Alright, this is a little pocket. I'm going to fish before I move on. It's not why I moved, but I give it a little love. Sometimes I'll give her about 7 or 8 casts. See if anybody's home. Drop the torpedo down to about 150. See if we can get anybody to chop. Throwing the Vanford from Shimano and a Loomis GCX. Man, this thing is so light. It feels so good. One thing I do like about being back in this protected pocket, I'm not getting blasted by the wind. So I like that. Alright, there's some dead lily pads, I know. I just felt them. Yep. Got some stuck on the worm. Right over here, too. Let's see if I can get someone to commit. I like it. Yep, Neko, actually. Technically, it's Neko. I always call it Nico. That episode is tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and you could chime in. You can either chime in on the Wendell Fishing channel, the Kayak Fishing Uncut channel, the Kayak Fishing Obsessed podcast YouTube channel. You can chime in on Instagram. You can chime in on Facebook. I stream to like 9 different places at once, so it's hard to miss it. What's up? Who is this renting me? Lunar Equity. How's it going, brother? Appreciate you. Long time community member. I do know that. Been around for a long time. Always love it when I start recognizing names. So, all right, I gave that about all I want to throw, and then I'm going to keep on moving. Some other spots that I like. It's going well. The only pattern I can pick up right now is they are hanging out in the dead lilies. So I am checking out all of the dead lily pads. Oh my gosh, so many geese. Oh, freaking run them over. I hate cobra chickens. Yeah, I hear you. I punched one. They've attacked me before I punched them in the face. Get out of my way. Move out the way. Oh my gosh. Shut up. Shut up. so many of them. I'm about to knock you in the head. Get out of my way. All right, that was fun. All right, this is usually a shallow lily field back here, so let's see if we can get something to eat. Let's see if there's any takers back here. Usually it's so shallow. Oh, there's a beaver. A beaver back here. Oh, a muskrat. One, two. Oh, yeah, muskrat. Slow roll up. Cut up from the dead lilies. Anybody home? What do you want to eat? Yeah, it's shallow here too. I'm fishing probably 2.5 feet of water. And there's some dead lilies, but probably not enough to get the attention of the bass. So I'm gonna pop out of this hole and I'll start moving some. Cobra chickens attack. I hate those things. Alright. Now it's the main lake area. And see if we can pick them up. I am throwing chatterbait Evo Elite. Slow rolling that. I'm actually going to move up some more. I'm looking when I'm rolling over. Pretty shallow here. We're going to harass these. I guess you can harass Canadian geese like it's legal. You just can't hurt them or kill them. So I actually really enjoy harassing them. We got 73 live right now, folks. Hit that like button, help me out. It's a little cold. I'm going to go try to find a pocket. Find a pocket. See what we can get. I'm going to target this corner up here. I'm going to push a lot of this back pocket back here. See what we can come up with. Should be good. But it's cold. It's only get up to like high 40s. So I got gloves on. I got a hat on. About to get my fish freak on. Oh, nice. Slower down to 126 RPM. And see if we can pick up some bigger fish. We got small fish today. I don't want small fish anymore. That was fun. Got the bite. Oh, big fish. Oh, big fish. There we go. If anybody's home over here. I'm liable to pick up a freaking monster catfish too. Those things will hit these. Not a Speedo, something. I don't know what this is. So we are live up here in Northeast Ohio, as you can tell. Who's texting me? Oh, I met some random gold that I did on my watch. Let's go a little bit more offshore. Put that sink at the bottom. There we go. There we go. Just enough popping stuff on the floor. That's good. Slow it down even more. Moving a little too fast. Just slow rolling Evo Elite. Let's go 30 yards offshore. I don't have electronics, but I know I'm in probably 6 feet of water right now, so let's see if we can get water temp. I don't have electronics. I don't know, but I'm guarantee you it's in the low 50s. So the wind is causing me to oscillate the motor a bit. All that spray when I am casting goes right back into my face. So, alright. Alright, hitting stuff, which is good. Get a lazy bass. Crack out on some stumps. It looks like I'm moving fast. I'm actually moving slow. The wind is just looking at the. It looks like I'm cruising. I am not. I am moving, crawling along. There we go. Just trying to work. Trying to find one early in the season. I go. I'm working my way back to a spot where I actually want to go, but I fish along the way. So there's some dead lilies. There's a couple lily patches I definitely want to hit. That's kind of where I'm working myself to, but hopefully I can pick up a big girl along the way. And we'll see. Let's see what we can get. Got a yo-yo. Slow it down a little bit. I pop it off the bottom. I feel like I had a hit. My line just went completely slack. I gobbled it. Let's try the yo-yo again, see if that's working. Just let it fall. Push it up, let it vibrate. Go back to the bottom. Make a real easy meal. Bass who doesn't want to move that much. Let's see if that works. That wouldn't surprise me if I picked up a catfish doing these too. Especially early in the season. These things will get a little crazy. There's some nice catfish in this lake. Let's see what's out here by the buoy. I love by the buoy. Oh, getting ticked. Man, thought I had something. That is the bottom of the lake. That would have been sweet. That was a nice hook set. I hooked the crap out of that stump. Felt good. Alright, let's get up here and get this free. Free. Not too deep. Free. Alright, back in business. Try to yo-yo again. Since that seemed to feel like I had something and brought it toward me, and then by the time I figured it out, it already let me go. It's already let me go. Alright, I'm gonna go back here where I think they are sitting. Because the only pattern I've been able to figure out today is that they're sitting in dead lily pads. So let's go back to dead lily pads. And on the way back, I'm going to hook up a fluke. On the way over there. So I think that might do the trick as well. So that's good. Let's roll. Alright, we're going to give fluke a chance. See what we got here. Check out this point a little bit. This is a cash and rod. Got my other MGTI. See, pick up some girls. Pick up some girls. Wind in my face. Feeling the chatterbait. Feeling it. Might have to go back to that white mini. So I'll give this about 15 more throws. See what we can do. You see the dead lily pads already. So I'm going to throw the larger profile until I get back in here. Had a follower, had a perch just follow this thing back to me. So not too often I see a lot of perch. All right. About time, folks. It's about time to get them. Man, your yak it can move. And you put a torpedo on it. I'm feeling good about this. We are now into what we have been catching them on, which is these dead lily pads. So if I can't, in the next 10 casts, get something on this chatterbait, now we're moving to that white one I've been throwing. Seem to be working. Are they in the dead lily pads? Over here. Now I'm keeping my eye out for some sign. Any bass chasing anything? I do see a stump off to my left. Anything hanging out over there? Want to come and play? Anything want to come out and play? My gosh. There we go. I think it's about time. I think it's about time to catch one. Log over here. Might work. Wacky worm here. They're not wanting the larger profile. So, probably going to be moving. Go back to white. Alright, put this back. Go. Put the bigger profile back. We're going back with what was catching them earlier. Which is this guy right here. Oh, no other fish over here. Or a turtle or something. That is me getting stuck on. Alright. I'm definitely getting into some juice. So this looks just like where we were catching them earlier, just a different part of the lake. And let's see if we can get some. I did just scoot by, saw some silt to kick up. So something's over here. There's some bass in here, or fish in here. That's also bluegill and catfish. And I'm liking what I'm seeing though. Liking what I'm seeing. I'm still really early in the season. This lake can really produce. I've caught 40 to 60 bass when the time is right here in March, April, May area. This place gets fire. All right, probably about. We're gonna start getting into them here in a minute. Moving into prime territory. All right, now I'm ticking dead lilies. This looks exactly like what we were catching them in earlier. So I'm using the same lure, same depth. So if they're set up like that on the other side of the lake, I'm guessing that they are hiding in here as well. So let's see what we get. Let's see what we can get. I like that it is getting warmer outside because was getting pretty cold. Loving these lives. That's good, man. I'm gonna be doing some. We're gonna start getting really creative with it. Hoover and I and Austin Hoover, and we'll be having a good time with it. All right, slow down. Slow this bait way down. See if we can get a lazy bass to come munch. Going way out there. There we go. Slowing it down. Pulling it through dead lily pads. Come on. getting quiet because I'm feeling it. I feel like I need to get hit. I feel like it's going to get hit. It's supposed to be a different lake today. But buddy's like, it's really cold. Let's do that idea. I'm supposed to go up to like Sandusky area and go fishing with a buddy. But I'm like, hey, I'm not feeling too great. Let's pause that and do it when it's still nicer out. I'm still going. I'm just going to freeze down here instead of freeze up there. All right. Let's see what we got here. So I've caught them on this. I've caught them on the Gobius. Man. Surprised this guy got hit yet. Come on. Come on. I want to sling this a few more times. I'm going to move over to that bottom, that Gobius, see what that does. I'm chucking through high percentage area right here. Come on. Man, I really look forward to a month or so. Going live, we'll freaking be wrecking them. Wrecking them. This is early season for me up in Ohio, so I'm out here. I figured I'd take you guys along for the ride. There's nobody else on this lake that tells you anything. But I figured I'd come out a little more midday. A lot of times I like getting out in the morning, but we need some action. Need some action. Alright, this isn't getting it done. This is not getting it done. Let's go to the Gobius. So down there on the bottom, they want something easy. So we're doing this guy right here. Caught one on the Gobius. See if we can get some more. Alright, so this water is a little more stained, but there's still 3-4 feet visibility, so let's see what we can do. 98 live. My gosh, we're almost pushing 100. Almost pushing 100. I like it. Got some dead lily pads to my right on this line. There we go. Fish on. Nicer fish, folks. That's a nicer fish. What do we got here? That's fighting like a catfish. It is not. It is a bass. There we go. Get over here. Get over here. Alright. Now we're talking. Get a little bit bigger on the Z-Man Gobius. Right there in the lip. He wasn't getting off either. So if you guys never fished a Gobius, these are really great baits. I specifically love them for the river. And so there we go. In fact, this guy needs to catch photo release. So let's go ahead and grab this. Let's get her on here. Now, she's not a monster, but KBF has something called Every Fish Counts. So you can win prizes by, putting up 12-inch fish. So let's see. Let me go ahead and get her photoed up. I usually wouldn't measure a fish this high up because they have a tendency to like a jump, but I don't care if she jumps out. She's not that big. Boom. Got her. Thanks for the fun ride. We'll see you later. See you later, Gator. I'm stuck there. Oh, let's flip back around. Maybe this is a ticket. Maybe that's the ticket. Maybe they want the Gobius. Makes me want to go back to what I fished through. Let's see if that's what they want. So let's try that out a little bit. Look at this sitting down there in the mud. Oh yeah, my fingers smell like bass now. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I think I just had another hit. Maybe that's what they want. Something just popping along on the bottom. Boom! Got it. Number 2. Oh yeah. There we go. Keep taking off. Keep taking off. They want the Gobius. That's what they want. They want the Gobius. She wants the Gobius. Oh, that's a nicer girl. That's a nicer girl. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Boom! Come on, folks. Come on. There's a fish. Now that's a fish. Look at that girl. That's what I'm talking about. Nice. Back to back Gobius, folks. Back to back. I love it. All right, it's got the question. Did I pop it off the bottom like a jig? That's exactly what I did. Gotta pop that and bring it back to you. Oh yeah, look at that chunky girl. Chunk Kirsch. So let's get a photo with her. Heck yeah. She smells good. I love it. I love it. All right, let's put her on the board. Let's see what she weighs. Not weighs. See her length. Beefy one. Oh, we got her at 18.25. It's a dangerous way to take a fish picture, but I'll do it. She jumps, I'm in trouble. 18. Give me 18. I'll take an 18. I'll take 18s all day. That is a beauty. Look at that beauty. Heck yeah. So let's go ahead and put her back Thanks for the ride, sweet girl. Thank you. That was fun. Well. What do we got? Sounds like the Z-Man Gobius might be what we got. It's gonna be hard for me to put that down. All right, swing this back around. I'll try. Let's find one something on the bottom. Back-to-back cast. Can we do a back-to-back-to-back cast? That's the question I got. Nope. But yep, let's pop that along the bottom. That's a second fish on the Gobius. I'm gonna zoom. Oh, I got another one. Nope. There she is, right there. There she is, right freaking there. See who else wants to come out and play today. Who wants to play today? I thunk. I guess I would have, because I don't want to tie it on the lure. But my gosh, fun. 5 or 6 fish. Come on. See anybody over here on the bank? Hold off. Go, 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 BS. Thanks for the motivation. Heck yeah, man. Time is now. If you guys can get out there and fish. And I'm stuck up on something. Let's go get this thing unstuck. It has a little weed guard, but it's not like wild and crazy. So you're gonna get it stuck up from time to time. It's all right. It's all right. I still gonna lose it. Oh, I thought I lost it. All right. Let's see what we can get. Something over here. Oh, I'm on. Got the lake to myself. Kind of fun. No one else is out here. Now that was a bigger fish that we've been trying to target all morning. I'm liking that. You're guys gonna have to give me a second. I gotta whiz. You're gonna pause the audio. All right, I'm back. Can't go live forever without having to go to the bathroom. All right, so I'm picking them up earlier on the chatterbait. Now I am pretty much going to be exclusively using this Gobius because it just caught me two of my nicest fish. So let's try to work it. I'll work this line a little bit over here. Everybody hanging out. I'm going to try something. All right, back in business. Back in biz. Nice. Last couple of fish, pretty nice fish. 4, 5, 6 for the day. Let's see if we can just keep on picking them up. We're picking away at them. Not wild and crazy, but for this time of the year, not too snabby. Not too snabby at all. Let's see what we can do. No electronics today, just me and you guys are seeing what I am seeing. So nothing wild and crazy there. I'm just going old school. OG. Catching them OG today. Mogador. I'll be on Mogador tomorrow. Might go live tomorrow. See what we can do. Maybe. Pick them up. Mogador is like one of those lakes, like a wood lake. My gosh, I'll be bringing a jig tomorrow because there's nothing but laydowns on the old Mogador. So, take you guys along for the ride. That's a unique, fun little lake. So I'll probably go live again tomorrow. I think the weather is supposed to be roughly the same, so we'll see what happens. But right now I'm running a Impulse. It's gonna be a 7-foot medium heavy power fast action rod. Got a Lose Hyper Mag. I'm just having fun with this Gobius. So got 2 back in the hole. See if we can get a couple others to commit. They're, I think they're lazy. I think they're just sitting on the bottom, and they're just looking for something uber easy. Just kind of come by and peck at. We had like a back-to-back, so that was fun. So I'm going to keep on working it. Keep on working it. We are in Ohio. Oh, saw a fish swim by. Looked like gizzard shad, to be honest with you. There's a lot of gizzard shad in this lake, and they get huge. Huge. I might be throwing the 8-inch mag draft here in a minute. Oh, I thought I had a hit. Something popped it. I need that something to pop it again. And just basically just let it fly down to the bottom. Just kind of pop, pop, pop. The idea is that it's kicking up that silt down there. And just looking like a scurrying along the bottom there. I'm guessing I'm in probably 8 feet of water right now. Water temps in low 50s. Air temps in the 40s. Not a single other boat or kayak on this body of water at the moment. And we're picking them up. We are picking them up. And we'll continue to pick them up. There's dead lily pads over here. We'll keep working our way around this island, see if we can get. Oh, it felt like a hit. Hook sets are free, so I'm not going to goof around. It could be a lily pad that's caught up on, or it could definitely be a bass just slowly gobbling it. They haven't been like devouring it, they just kind of hit it and move very slowly. Way out there. Let's see what we can get. I'm thinking I might tie on a Vision 110 here as well. We will see about that. Maybe. Just might be doing that. We'll see what happens. Dude, what sounds crazy? And we're on a cast. Got 6 fish in the kayak. He's about to make it 7. Nice one. Nicest one of the day. Just a minute ago. I have a feeling I'm going to get pinged here in a second. Just keep on moving around this island, see if they're hanging around. Before I run through this little pocket, see if we can pick something up. I might come back in a minute. Try some different lures. And now Gobia seems to be doing the trick. I'm not gonna lie, that stick out there looks fun. Should probably go check that out. What do you guys think? Gotta go throw by that. I don't know how this got out here. This hasn't been here before. Gobia's right there at the base. See if anything's hanging out by it. I wonder if someone during the ice came out and dragged this out here just for some cover. Anything hanging around it? No dice. Alright, that's a dead lily pad field. I have tried. These little mini Max. I've got 4 or 5 bass on it, but my biggest bass have come from the gobies. So I keep on those. All right, the dead lily pad field out here. Let's give the gobies some chucks. See if we can pick them up. This thing crates awake when I get it rolling. Actually, I have this gobius on a braided main line to a fluorocarbon leader. So I'll see how that rock rolls. A braid wrapped around, causing some issues. We are free. All right. And back here, more shallow water. Always on the lookout, looking for sign, looking for fish taking off, looking out into the distance. Always looking. Not a lot of surface activity, so not really busting. Shallow. Like real shallow. There's a dead gizzard shad. That's telling me a little something. Turn the motor off. Oh, there's some gobies flying around over here looking things. I don't know exactly what they are. But just kind of moving around the lake, see what we can pick up. What's this question we got here? I got a question from Blake. I'm debating buying an RVR and rig it out, or Garmin Current for my PWR. What do you think? I think that you should look at the power on your Garmin Current, right? It's going to be less power, more expensive than a Torpedo. So I would just look through those options. Torpedo's freaking money, so I don't know. RVR is nice. PWRs, I mean, you got a difference between a lake boat and a river boat. I love my RVR. I primarily fish it in the river. I just happen to be in it today. It's my most powerful motor, and I don't have my main lake boat yet. So I'm trying to work out and ink those deals. Currently don't have that figured out. But do have I will be rocking out some new canoes this year. I'm excited about that. Got the unlimited Max coming. I'm gonna go pick that up here soon. That might be my lake boat. I guess we'll just have to kind of wait and see how that kind of plays out. Not entirely sure yet. I do have an NK 180 Pro that I'll be throwing probably on that. I might put my Torpedo on that. I'm not sure. So I might put my 180 Pro on here. I'm still trying to figure it out. Trying to dial in what it is fishing this year. All right, let's see if we can start picking up some fish. I'm liking this area. way around this lake. So what we found is edges of dead lily pads. We got 6, 7 bass. Biggest one being a 18-incher. Throwing a Z-Man Gobius purple color. Trying to make it happen again. I got a back-to-back, so I don't see. I'm not quite sure when the. What's the question here? Oh, you said I want a stern mount, but also need a spot lock, so that's certainly an option. Yeah, I never really wildly understood spot lock on the back of your boat. Didn't make any sense to me. I want spot lock on the front of your boat, not on the bow, not on the stern. So I'm not quite sure how that's going to work out. The wind's blowing. You're trying to get up to a point. It's spot lock. You're going to be pointed in the other direction. So I don't get that. I do want to get a bass here. Come on. It's a pretty fishy area. We're way back in the corner. Get hit. You're playing on little birds. We need some birds. We should get nailed. Okay, that's right there. Should get hit in that case. Why not? What is happening? Copious is on fire, like back to back now. Sucking it up. Come on, buddy. Show me some love. Show me the Gobius love. Let's see if it's a little further out. There's a dead lily pad field. Right on the edge of some deeper water. Let's see if that's what they want. Uh-oh. I'm caught up. I need to get turned around. Think about having these rods off to the back right. I'm not used to them being there. It's somewhat problematic. We're going way out there. Come on. Come on. Come on. There's a fish in my future over here, I know. Note. Just slowly popping this. What's up, groundhog? Slowly popping this along the bottom. Send it again. I'm liking it. Alright, so I know I'm pulling through some dead lilies. I'm in deeper water right now, so this thing's going to be popping down a hill. Let's see if there's any fish at depth. I want to come up and snag it. Come on, get it. Come on, get it. Come on. Alright, so other options before I leave. There we go. Fish on. That's not a small one. There we go. Come on. There we go. There we go. Fish on. He's a fighter. He's a fighter. There she is. Yes. Yes. Come here. Come here. Got her. Come on. There's another one. Right there. That's, I don't know what that is. We will see on the gobius. Took it deep. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. What do you guys think? 17 or so? We'll see. We will see. All right, guys, out here on the water, throwing the Z-Man gobius. Picked this girl up just after I picked up another 18 inch or so. Z-Man gobius is working right now. Water temperatures in the low 50s. Whew, having a good time. All right, let's get her measures. I'm thinking 17, 75. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's way off. I was way off. 1875. She looked a lot bigger, a lot smaller than the other one we caught. So let's go ahead and get this photo. Oh, she trying to jump. Oh, she trying to jump. No, no, no. No, no, no. Stop it. Stop it. Oh. Stop it. Oh gosh, she's almost gone. All right. I got it going. There we go. That's an 1875, folks. 1875. There we go. Put it back. She gone. And she gone. Ooh, she smells good. That smells good. 1875. 1875. Plus a bunch of littles. Got my limit today. If I was fishing a tournament, I bet money. All right. It's hard to put down the gobius when they keep producing like that. Well, it'll be difficult. It'll be a little difficult. All right. Well, let's keep keep the party going, guys. Let's keep it going. Throwing this right here. You guys see this? The Z-Man Gobius is what saved the day today. Let's keep on moving around the lakes. If you keep on picking them up. Heck freaking yeah. If the Gobius is working, then any really type of Ned rig right now would be working. But I just love this Gobius right here. Let me see. Well, I know where I'm fishing next week. Bowfin. Bro, we're fishing together next week, homie. My gosh. That's the guy I was supposed to be fishing with today. I'm supposed to be on the river tomorrow. So I don't know. Man. Alright, let's head back. Let's keep on working our way around this lake slowly but surely. Whew, my gloves smell like bass. Delicious, stinky bass. Alright. Caught on something. Alright, let's head out to these dying lily pads. See if we can get. I'm in like motors hit the bottom. That's how shallow I am at the moment. Straight ahead is some dead lily pads. Pick those up. Pick anything up over here. Alright. Back in the business. I do some long casts. Car parked over here. I wonder if we got an angler back here or not. Park and you can basically walk anywhere over there. Let's go see. Let's go fish back here a little bit. See if anybody's back here. Whole culvert. I see no human at the moment. I'm gonna move over from my Gobius. I'm gonna move over to a wacky worm. And work my way back in here. It's pretty shallow. We'll see. I just asked, am I doing a release video? I'm not doing a release video. Technically, I am doing a release video because behind me, over the shoulder, shows me catching this fish and then releasing it. So we'll see. That might not work, but I'm not really wildly concerned. I don't believe 18 and 18.75 inch fish are going to win any monthly tournament right now, but we'll see. All right, so the big black culvert over here. So sometimes you get these inflows, and a lot of times when there's water rolling, it's a nice place to kind of sink a wacky worm and just kind of let it float coming out of the culvert. And sometimes there'll be a bunch of bass just kind of sitting there ready to grab it. So I don't see a lot of water coming out of this. It hasn't really rained a whole lot. Real tannic water. So a lot of leaves over here. And so if I had a black and blue worm, that's definitely what I would be throwing. But we're going to see what we can do. A couple throws. Go over here. Here's some water flowing in there. You never know. So let's go ahead and chuck it over there. Not quite right in front of it. I'm just gonna let that soak for a second. Just kind of lift my line up and just watch my line. Anybody home? Anybody home? Alright, so it's definitely moving water. This is real shallow, so I gotta be quiet. See if I can hit it. It might be sitting right inside that culvert. See if they set up yet. Sometimes after a lot of rain, they just sit there. It's like a conveyor belt of food. But I'm not entirely sure if they're there yet. It's been crazy rainy recently. I want to see if I can get right up to the culvert. They might actually be hiding inside of it. Let's see if they're in the side. Let's see if I can skip it in there. Off there. One more cast. See if I can get it. Still haven't got what I wanted yet. There we go. I'm in it. Let's see if I can pull something out. Inside. Nobody home. I'm surprised. Skip it in there again. Nope. Off by a little bit. Alright, I'm getting out of here. It's getting shallow and my motor is ticking. And so, I don't see any fish at the moment. Alright, still the wacky worm. That's a big dead lily field in front of me. Let's see if we can get some love. It looks like there's a little deeper channel B right ahead of me, where lily pads to the right, lily pads to the left. Maybe if I fish that line up there to my right, let's see if they're hanging out. I haven't caught one on the wacky worm yet. I haven't thrown it a whole lot, so I'm going to give it 5 minutes or so. We'll see if they want the shimmy. Get a little shimmy. I got the Yamamoto on there too, man. So it doesn't get much more juicier than what I am throwing when it comes to wacky rigs. But I won't throw it for too long. A dead lily pad field. I want to rotate out of the worm. I'm going to rotate into, I might throw a little mini max through here as well. We'll see. Up on this point, it's a spawning pocket that I've identified a couple years ago that came through. Anybody home? Pop it over here. 3, 4. No dice. Let's get rid of the wacky. Not rid of it. Let's hang her up for a second. Let's go ahead and try something we haven't tried yet. Let's go for the fluke. There we go. That's what I'm throwing now. This is a D shad. And compliments of Chad Hoover, because I was down fishing with him on Gunnersville. I asked him for some, and he gave them to me, and I never gave them back. So if I catch this fish, it's because of Chad's generosity. Thanks, Chad. Appreciate it, brother. Nothing like a dying fluke, which I don't know where I was fishing. Oh, I think it was here. I was fishing earlier, probably a few weeks ago, and there are so many dead gizzard shad just kind of floating everywhere. So this definitely has that look. Smaller gizzard shad. Let's see if anybody wants to eat. Pretty shallow. Working this a little too fast. Let me slow it down. Pop. Wind's just blowing me around now. New Jersey fishing. I'm moving out towards the edge where it hits deeper water. So hit that edge, I'm going to start moving left. See what we can get. Wood duck up here. Feel like this should do it. They're going to hit that Micro Max. Similar color. What's going on? Get some text messages over here. Let me see. Probably till 5. There we go. All right, out here to the line. Thinking a little deeper water. I'm liking the gobius. I gotta go back to what they've been chewing on. See if you can pick them up. Back to the gobius. What's that Ned style bait? Just kind of exploring the lake today. There's a lot of lakes around me. Heading to Mogador tomorrow. You have a good afternoon too, my friend. Appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. If you could leave a like on the way out the door, that'd be awesome. Freaking awesome. Alright. We're probably in 4 feet of water. This thing's scooting along the bottom. Hopefully grabbing some attention here pretty soon. I came through that dead lily pad field and I thought I'd for sure pick something up. That is a no-go. Another pocket up here I'm going to try out. I'm going to hit this point. It's not very deep, but we'll see what we can do. And then we got some riprap on the other side of that, and then we got some holes. So we have a lot of lake to explore. A lot of lake to explore. Have I gotten the LTE out yet? I did get it out to sell it about 3 months ago. I didn't. I used to be in a Native Slayer Propel 10, and then I got out of it, got into P127. Now I'm in a RVR 119, and I just like that longer length. And I just felt once I went to a bigger boat and came back to a smaller boat, I didn't like it. So I like that 11, 12 foot range kayak. And that's gone. She gone. We'll see. I'm kind of rotating through kayaks. I know of 3 that are coming my way. I'm going to be doing reviews. 4 coming my way. I got an inflatable coming my way. So I'm excited to take that out on the water. A little higher elevation seats. I don't see anything. This is not very deep around here, but it's kind of a main lake point. Also, I know that they spawn, so who knows, they could be hanging out. And then I'm heading back to this pocket where I also know that it's a lily pad field, a dying one. So we've got a lot of fish on the dead, dying lily pad fields. Probably got a lot of room in it too. Yeah, that's just the thing. This felt super cramps. Didn't love it. Didn't love it. So I sold it. Did some videos on it. Yeah, got familiar with it. It's good. I like native. I started out in a native. Big fan. there's nothing here for fish really to hang around, so not feeling uber fishy right now. It seems like they are relating either to structure, which is just like the contours of the lake, and relating to any type of difference in the structure, or let's switch over to a wacky worm. It's getting really shallow. Or they're relating to cover, which is kind of these dead lily pad fields. So kind of I'll work on that pattern a little bit. Like I said, no electronics today, just kind of out and about, doing it OG. So if you guys can see, probably 40 yards ahead of me, there's a leftover lily pad from last year. I'm hoping maybe there's a surprise in there. We'll see. I'm pretty shallow. I'm like 2 feet of water right now. So we'll give this lily pad field a punch and keep on moving on. Unless they're sunbathing. They're not out here. There's like nothing around me. It's just like a sand pit. No vegetation. So getting our wacky worm hit over here, and then we're just gonna move to a different part of the lake. See what we can do. I'm gonna open up a Monster energy drink. Come on. Get me through the day. Right? Get me through the day. Alright, not liking what I see here. Instead of fishing it and not catching anything, I'm just looking at clear water with nothingness underneath. Not a lot of places for bass to hide. I'm gonna keep on keeping on. Got 100 live on. You guys are freaking awesome. Really shallow. No weeds, no nothing. So if I'm fishing here, it's just hoping for a roamer. I don't have electronics. I'm not taking that risk. There's a riprap up here I'm heading towards. I'll push this point a little bit too, and then we'll kind of pop over there. See if there's anything hanging off the riprap. There we go. Text messages over here. I'm gonna answer that, but first, a lot of times I like to throw a bait out. Just kind of let it simmer. Then it's on my phone. Sometimes I just nosing down on it. Alright. See if this point has anything to offer us. I see some sticks over there. Sticking out. What I like about the gobies, you can chuck this thing forever because there's a weighted jig head underneath there. It's one thing I miss right now is being able to stand up, because right now it is pretty clear water, and I'm sitting pretty low in this river kayak, so definitely need to work on my lake rig. I need to figure that out. I'm in a bunch of slime right now. Alright, where am I heading? Where next? I'm going to pop a monster and we're going to go to a different part of the lake. Got to cover a couple more high percentage areas I like to hit. We going to move. I'm getting the monster. Here we go. People tell me to restart the live, or it's also showing me there's 84 live right now, and it could just be a system. What do people tell me? I need to restart my live anytime your view and like stays like that, you should restart. My view is going up and down all the time. It's going to 84, goes to 90, goes down to 82. It's bouncing, and it's because I'm streaming to like 8 different places at once right now. So it might just be whatever you're on. Like you might be on Facebook, you might be on a Facebook group, you might be on a YouTube page. So let me know. Anybody else having the same issues here? See, I'm at 86. It keeps bouncing up and down. If you're watching live, are you having any issues with the stream? Curious. Let me know in the comments. It's just this one individual. We will fix it. Get this thing dialed in. Alright. Not rip rock per se. Looks like a railroad track. Instead of fishing it all down here and spending 20 minutes, I'm going to go look at it. See what I got. See what I got. What am I fishing in? Is it actually rock or just nothingness? Alright, so... Alright. I like it. I like it. I'm going to fish down this line right here. Get 90 live. Let me know, guys, in the comment section. See if we can pick something up. might be right. I might be having some issues with the comment section because no one's chiming in. If you guys are chiming in, it's not coalescing to my streaming software. So if you're making comments, I cannot see them, which is a big bummer. Oh, there we go. There's someone. Someone says, seems like it's streaming fine for me. Well, streaming fine for me. All right. I was going to drop it and restart it, but now I'm not going to. So over here, I do have some fish in this bank. Every once in a while, you get like a tree that fell over a long time ago. Oh, got all good here. All right. I'm hearing you guys. Appreciate it. Stream is good here. Stream is good on my end. All good here. Can you hear me? Seems like it's streaming fine. All right, folks, we're streaming fine, so I'm not goofing with that. Text messages. What we got? Oh, great. People are texting me, streaming fine for me. Got Bill from Steady Stick. Bill, I actually need to call you, brother, because that Old Town PDL Pro. Oh, there we go. Are we back now? You guys. There we go. I'm curious because I had to get another phone to run the live because I need to actually take photos and take phone calls and all that jack whenever. So I bought a new phone and then I'm using my old phone to run live and it's running off the Starlink. It's an ordeal. Let's put it that way. To go live from a kayak. Starlink not cheap. It's wild. My phone is blowing up right now. It's probably you guys telling me, hey, you're down. Nope. Streaming fine. We're gonna keep rolling. All right. I'm just gonna go to different spots. We are going on the milk run, folks. Take you along the ride from places that feel fishy, look fishy. I've done well in the past. I'm done answering my phone. It keeps texting over and over again. I don't got time for this. I'm back up. Appreciate it. Thank you for letting me know. I definitely don't have any competition out on the water right now. There's not a single boat, kayak, bank, angler, nothing. So I'm gonna take you guys along for the milk run. Oh, I just had a hit. Hit it. Took it, kind of nipped it, took it to the right. Let's keep this. Which makes sense. This is kind of a place where dead lily pads are. been the pattern of the day. So if you're in Northeast Ohio and you're like, hey, I can't get on them, whatever reason, go check out the dead lily pad fields. Alright, so next, I'm going to hop over to that island, fish around the island, see if there's any juice, and just kind of pop through a bunch of different places that I'm like, hey, those look fishy. Those look fishy. Hit some deep spots, hit some shallow spots. The fact that we've caught as many fish as we have today is encouraging. Right now, fishing the Z-Man Gobia still. I'm getting ready to move out to an island. So this island out here goes to deep water pretty fast. So a little break, stretch a little bit, do some drink. Freaking send it, boys. Let's send it. I'm going 5.1. 1,376 RPMs. And it's freezing. I'm freaking waiting. What's up, Kayak Floyd? Yo to you. Appreciate y'all listening in. Maybe you're at work and you're like, hey, are they biting? They're biting. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get it. On the high end, an 18.75. We got an 18-incher. Out here in the cold. Right now, 5.1. I could probably get this boat to go faster. I don't have it trimmed yet. I haven't down all that in. I just kind of threw it on the kayak for the descendant. Alright, let's see what the island has to offer, if anything. Ooh, they got a little chilly out. I gotta put my hood on. I was in a protected cove and that felt good. I'm out here in the open wind. I'm on like the cusp of not having enough clothes right now. Alright, I'm thinking no on the Gobius right now. Yes on the Chatterbait. I'm gonna move back. Chatterlicious. Let's throw rats. All cut up. The white, this guy right here, you see that? We're gonna throw this guy and start covering some water. See if we can get something going here. It is chill. So I'm probably going to be looking for a protected cove. Yeah, man, we're live, man. We're live here in Northeast Ohio. Water temps low 50s, air temps high 40s. Wind 8 to 10 miles an hour. Fish 7 in the boat. Biggest ones. Got an 18.75 on the Z-Man Gobius. Got an 18 on the Z-Man Gobius. I got 4 on the Z-Man BFS mini chatterbait with a Gambler trailer or at a Berkeley trailer on too, kind of oscillating back and forth. So far, so good. So I'm checking out the islands, see if anybody wants to chase right now. And then I'm going to go find some protected coves. I'm cold. Come on, eat. Let's eat. I'm really just kind of pecking around this entire lake, taking you guys along for the ride. Kind of doing a milk run of kind of the most areas where I feel is going to be the most productive. So far, picked up 7 bass. Not too bad for March. Northeast Ohio. No one is out here right now. Someone's in their living room in Paso Robles, California. I used to I used to work for a nonprofit in San Luis Obispo and SLO. So appreciate you. Wind is picking up a little bit. All right, it's time for me to catch a fish. I'll even take a catfish right now. That's how desperate I am. I got 2 more casts on this. We're on the next spot. Let's see what we got. It looks like I'm moving fast. That's just the wind blowing towards you. I'm not moving fast at all. I love me some Mosquito Lake. I'll be fishing Mosquito Lake a lot. You guys will be seeing quite a bit of live from Mosquito. And videos, you name it. You name it. Alright. We're going to move a little bit. We're going to make our way shallow. Like a jet boat. Jet boat kayak. Doing pretty good. Getting her at the 5.1 right now. Right about now. 5.2. Just cruising. Last time, 8 years ago, man. pick something up. We're gonna make our way back into this little cove. Anything back there? And just, they still got a lot of lake to cover. A lot of lake to cover. It's kind of out here in the middle right now. Popping up. Z-Man on the bottom. Grabbing some attention. Or not. Just relaxing. Hanging out. See what we can get. Right now, it'd be nice to have some side scan, to be completely honest with you. I didn't get my lake boat set up. Yeah, Mosquito's 80,000 acres. It's the second largest lake in Ohio, I believe. Second largest inland lake in Ohio, not counting Erie. It's a freaking factory, bass factory. Did some videos on it last year. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's about an hour north of me. I get up there a few times a year. I'm actually gonna get up there a whole lot more because the drive's not bad and the fishing's great, especially if you love chatterbait fishing. It is money, but it is, I think it's the number one tournament lake as well. It's a lot of tournaments outside of Erie. Now, granted, we have Hoover and Alum down in North Columbus, but I think Mosquito actually gets hit more. But not too bad. I like it. That is for sure. Come on. You got Mosquito Lake in California. Slow this down a bit. About 6 feet of water right now, just popping this along the bottom. Tiny lake. Tiny shallow lake where mosquito larvae live and grow. So this is like the first season I've been using this Wizard foot control steering. I know you guys can't see it, but it is really nice to have a motor that's, one, quiet, two, you can just kind of just maneuver around the lake. It's freaking awesome. Literally hands-free. Always fishing. August 9th, gonna watch the MLF on Erie. I love fishing Erie too. My gosh. Always have to watch though the weather. And a kayak on Lake Erie and the weather. If you don't have that dialed in, you're in for, you could be hurting. So fishing, got some walleye up there. Got some big old stinky drum, but you're still a blast because there's 10-pound drum that you're catching on BFS because you're going after smallies off the rocks. Oh man. So I like getting up there. That's only an hour away. Mosquito an hour away. So all right, let's head back here to the dam. Darren, what were the tactical bassing guys like? Well, I went up to them and they're like, "Hi, I'm Tim Allen from Tactical Bassin'. How you doing?" That's what they're like. I'm just kidding. That would be awesome. I wish that's how they introduced themselves when you went up to them. "Hey, I'm Darren, following you guys a long time. Hi, I'm Tim Allen from Tactical Bassin'. Welcome back. Welcome back to Tactical." Oh my gosh. No, cool guys. Legit. It's a good conversation. So they were invited to that Berkeley event as well that I talked about a couple hours ago. 3 hours ago. Time flies when you're fishing. But they were there. They must be tied in with Berkeley. And no, it was good. It was good. There wasn't a lot of content creators there. There was a few. I count. If you counted the Bassin guys as one, then I would definitely say there's probably like 6 or 7. All the rest was like media, like Wired to Fish and Outdoor Life and all kinds of other ones. I don't know. Let's see. All right, so this is the outlet for the lake. And this can be really good, especially if the wind has been pushing, which sometimes it does. And so it pushes all the plankton and all the bait fish and all the bass kind of stack up against this concrete wall. And sometimes you can just pop them and freaking nail them time and time. But it's not the setup today. But if you ever get like an app like the Deep Dive app or something like that, you can actually see like the historical wind maps. So you can see if a particular part of the lake has been, getting hit by the wind, and that whole ecosystem has had time to set up. And that ecosystem, just because it's windy one day, it doesn't mean all the bass are going to be stacked up against, a particular bank. It takes around 24 hours for that whole system to kind of set up. So if you've had sustained wind, then it could be a really good place to target. So I'm going to start throwing this guy over here against the wall. Let's see if we can see if there's anything hanging out over there on the wall. Oh, yeah. Let's see if we can pick something up. Anybody home today? I feel like sometimes this spot's like money, other times it's like nothing on that cast. Oh. I literally landed that lure in the water, and then some type of fish jumped right next to it. Might be working this a little too fast. Slow it down a little bit. Nothing hanging out by the wall, huh? Oh, that hit. That just got cut up in some weeds. Yeah, that Lab Series baits do look dope, 100%. So we will have to see how they perform. I just want to get my hands on some. That would be that'd be money. It'd be hard to get your hands on those. It'd be easier as we get closer to the middle of summer. But it's gonna be tough. Everybody's gonna be wanting them. I thought for sure I'd knock one out along this wall. It's usually good for a fish. Not today. Not today, folks. Not today. Alright. Let's head back over here. Doing the milk run thing. Some laydowns over here. I'm picking a lot of the big ones up off the bottom. They are not suspended. I am making them. You gotta put it right in front of their face. So, kind of like a Ned rig in this thing. Been able to get some of the smaller ones to chase in the dead lily pads, but I'm just kind of bouncing around right now. Got some good spots coming up. Could be really good. Oop, that stick right there. And that's a stick. I was like, oh, that's a nice hook set. That's a big something. A big old stick. That's what it is. Probably a log. Yep, that's a log. After that, the thing about the Z-Man is if you set the hook on a log, you gotta check the hook. Sometimes it bends up. I am good. So we are good. All right, next up, I'm gonna head over there. Get shallow. Where I've been catching them. So first I'm gonna hit this boat dock, this boat ramp. At the end of the boat ramp, a lot of times it's like a drop off of some rocks. Oh, people running over fish to find fish. Yeah, I thought I had a big one too, man. I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be one of those stories where it felt like a log when you set the hook. Dock. See if anybody's home. Got something. It's not a fish. Kind of moving. What the world is it? It's the second time.